yellow jersey?
Well, I think it'd have to be a case of the team and Cadell really having to earn the yellow jersey, and to get the green there'd have to be a little bit of luck involved, because to win either jersey I think you've got to be able to either have a bit of luck or yeah, you can't spread the team that thin. So that's why it's not an absolute goal. But it's not impossible to have in the one team green and yellow. It's been done before by the Telecom team in the 90s. But I'll just see how it goes with yellow. I'll just take it day to day. But if I happen to get it, then I'll certainly go down fighting.
Were you at any point afraid of missing the chance to compete in this year's tour because of the focus on Cadell?
No.
Cadell, how you reckon this time trial bike if you compare it to the ones you rode before?
What were the numbers exactly? I can't remember the numbers. It goes faster. At 45k an hour, how many watts less?
15.
15 watts less at 45 kilometres an hour with me riding it. Which is good.
Tried it, but does it feel different?
Well, 15 watts. It's a bit hard to tell on the road with wind and road surfaces and things, but the main thing for me with this bike is I sit a bit lower actually, which I've been limited. A lot of people over the years have told me to get lower, but no one makes a bike that I can get any lower than I was already sitting on, whereas now you can see the stem, it's fairly extreme down, and it's just to do with my body shape and so on. That was the main thing, and rigidity is always a factor, but really all of Ridley's bikes I've never had. I don't think you've ever made a flexible bike, have you? You probably don't know what one is.
No, we are not known making flexible bikes. The thing is, for the bike is flexible and fast is not a combination. You have to make it stiff, and the geometry is very important as well. We changed some of the angles of the head tube so that even in the curves they can go almost as fast as with the road bike without hammering, and that's also a big help. And then all the aerodynamic stuff, which makes the 15 watt lower, and that should give Cadell some advantage in the time trials for sure.
Do you ever think back to the year that T-Mobile did not, or T-Telecom did not put you on the tour squad because supposedly your bike handling skills weren't sufficient, and does it give you satisfaction to look back at that from where you are now?
I wouldn't say it gives me satisfaction.
Everyone makes mistakes, eh?
No. I actually, in some ways, I look back at it and think it was good for me to have a bit of a slowdown in the progression of my career, because after first year on the road, I took the pink in the jersey in the last week of the Giro. Things a slow learning curve is often a better learning curve, and say the progression that Mark pointed out I think has been a good one, and certainly something I feel a lot more comfortable with. And it's all good to go out firing in your first year in your first Grand Tour, but as we saw in Passecoa, sometimes you slip up on little things, and yeah, when you're in pink, everyone notices.
They notice more when you're in yellow.
Do they? Oh, well, hopefully
not slip-ups, just notice you.
5 years of experience, hopefully I won't be making any slip-ups.
Cadell, have you ever had a bodyguard with you before?
Once in Paris last year. Big black guy. He was cool.
Well, have you had time to sort of chat with Serge yet?
Yeah, a little bit. We've been a bit busy, but no, it's just I'm here in the race. I want to be available to people, and I want to be available to the press, but my priority here, my job here, is to ride a good race, and at a certain point, if I say no, look, I can't do that, people don't accept it, or they look at me as like I'm the bad guy, but there's more than one person each day who wants my time, and at a certain point, you just don't have time for everyone, and during the Tour de France, energy and time are very, very limited.
Cadell, how did you and the team mentally prepare for this race, for the pressure that comes?
Mentally prepare. So I prepared alone. No, for me, Mark and the organisation with the cook and the bodyguard and the team and the development over 3 years, for me that's the preparation. That's what needs to be looked after. Just looking after all the details, which mean that I can come to the race here, have possibly among the best equipment in the world, if not the best equipment in the world. We have a good team and the right people behind me. That's have everything I need to perform, and leaving me at liberty to do my training program and my race program that I need to lead into it. A little bit of time every now and then to relax 5 minutes here and there, and that's what I need. On the mental side of things, that follows the legs usually.
Mark, can you talk about the rest of the team? Why do you think that you have the ability both to protect the jersey, chase breakaways on the flats, and protect Cadell on the mountain?
I didn't say we're gonna protect the yellow jersey. I said the objective is to have the yellow jersey in Paris. There are many ways to have the yellow jersey in Paris. I don't think we're gonna protect to all means yellow jersey. I think we have to see this day per day. If he takes the yellow jersey, then we still have the opportunity to do something else. It's up to us. I don't think we have a team to like maybe years ago Discovery had to control a race for 14 days. But then we have to deal with that. That's the only thing.
Let's get the race started first before we start thinking about yellow, hey?
That's why I said in Paris.
I think the other part of your question is that the team's also not focused on and not built around chasing breakaways on the flats. That's why we said that the team is built around for a GC, so it's not going to be that our team will be one of the sprinters teams finishing a bunch sprint. That's going to be the responsibility of other teams who are built around a sprinter that don't have a GC rider capable of winning the Tour. We've done it for years, so now it's other teams.
What do you think of the measures the ASO have gone to in order to obtain a clean sport this year?
I think I don't know all of the details in politics, but from what I can tell, they're doing a very good job.
Or Robbie, how involved and what input do you have with Lisbon?
Me testing. Just the time trial bike, the road bike now.
I'm the same. I've been testing equipment. I got my new road bike, the Noah, towards the end of April, and it's based around the same concept as the time trial bike with the jet foil fork and the seat stays. And I could tell that the very first day I got on it, the very first sprint I did with it out training, with my tyres half flat and into a slight headwind, that this was a very fast bike. And with those technological advances put onto a time trial bike, I mean, the first time I rode that one, the time trial bike, not being a time trialist, I felt like one. And it's really great equipment, and I think it's no coincidence that the 3 races I have won this year have all been on the new Noah with the jet foil technology, so they're very, very good.
For us, is the feedback of the racers when we develop a product. We make a step product, we make a goal, what do we want to achieve. Step by step we produce this, and then they are the guys who are testing it for us, and they're giving feedback where we can improve and how we can come to the ultimate bike that we have here to launch today.
Cadell, you're being posited by some people as a representative of a new beginning of a new era. Do you feel comfortable with that role, or does that not interest you?
I think as an athlete, it's a privilege that you have, that you can sometimes be a role model to people in the world or whoever's watching the tour, which is a fair bit of the world. And I always considered that a privilege that you have as an athlete, and something that you should treat as such, as a privilege. And yes, it seems that I'm being respected for this, particularly amongst my peers, which of course is probably the most important. And it just seems to have evolved this way. I'm more just trying to be myself as well, but that's just the way it's evolved. And since I'm being myself, it's pretty comfortable.